So a big conversation going on YouTube right now is that YouTube has lost its soul. I mean, Dan TDM, one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, literally said the soul has gone on YouTube. And what they're referring to is the fact that AI has been taking over the website, and also just doesn't seem like most YouTubers are authentic anymore, genuine, down to earth. Well, I'm going to show you guys something today about the most subscribed YouTubers on the platform, and it's going to make you feel a little bit sad. There's also going to be a wake-up call that we need to make YouTube more about the people again than about AI and corporations. So let me show you guys something real quick. A top 100 YouTube channels of 2010 list, right? So in the red, there's going to be actual YouTubers, people who make videos by themselves or with a small team of people, and the black is going to be a corporate brand. So as you can see, in November of 2010, these are the top YouTubers, the top 10 over here. Only one out of the top 10 YouTubers at the time was a corporation or a brand. The rest were all real YouTubers, like I said, who either make all their videos themselves or with a small team of people. As you go down into the top 25, only 4 of the top 25 channels are corporations or brands. I think you guys see where I'm going with this. And so if we go throughout the entire list and see exactly how many corporations and brands were in the top 100 in 2010, it was 80% real YouTubers and only 20% corporations or brands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So exactly 20% of them. This was a time when YouTube was, I would say at its prime. YouTube was really a time where people could just turn on a camera, make funny little skits, make funny little music videos, and succeed that way. Now, I'm going to show you guys a list, and this is not going to be from 2026. I'm going to first show you guys a list from 2019, and I want you guys to see how much the website changed from 2010 only 9 years later to 2019. Remember that the black is corporations and brands and the red is actual YouTubers. In 2019, only 2 of the top 10 YouTube channels in the world were actual YouTubers, either themselves or a small team. The rest were all companies, corporations, or mainstream celebrities. Even if it is an individual like Justin Bieber, obviously Justin Bieber doesn't run his YouTube channel, it's run by his team. If we go over to the top 25 YouTubers in the world in 2019, only 9 of them were actual real YouTubers. As you can see, you have MrBeast over here in the top 60, but obviously he's number 1 now. And just take a look at the difference between how much black you see over here as opposed to how much you saw in 2010. There is way more red over here, which obviously signifies that YouTube used to be run by actual YouTubers. Now, when you go ahead and see how it was in 2019, now you are seeing way less red, which just shows that YouTube is slowly being taken over by corporations, brands, and mainstream celebrities. And now we're going to take a look at the list right now, 2026, and we are going to see you are seldom going to see an actual YouTuber on this list, even if we go down to the top 100. So for argument's sake, let's start it at 2024, November 2024. So when we go ahead and take a look at the list right now, the vast majority of the channels over here are either mainstream celebrities or companies and corporations. MrBeast is the only actual YouTube content creator, and even he now is a corporation and a company, basically, who is at number 1. T-Series, which we all know is a company, is number 2. Coco Melon 3, Said India 4. Vlad and Nikki, which I believe is like a real YouTube channel. And when I say real, I meant like authentic, down to earth. But when you actually look at it, it actually looks super corporate and branded as well. Something tells me these vlogs aren't just being shot by their parents. I'm assuming they have a whole professional team and everything. 150 million subscribers on a kids channel, and kids channels are another category that is absolutely taking over YouTube as of late. If you were to actually do a calculation, which we will do here near the end, of channels that aren't either a kids channel, corporation, or a brand, there's probably only going to be a few YouTubers on planet Earth that make it to the top 100 that don't fall in those categories. But regardless, yeah, as you guys can see, MrBeast is in the lead. But if you go ahead and look over here, who is someone over here that a lot of people would consider a real down-to-earth YouTuber who just started at humble beginnings, making videos in their bedroom and stuff? Yes, MrBeast used to be that, but now he's a huge company and corporation. The only one that I see in this top 20 is going to be PewDiePie over here. There is this Stokes Twins channel that I've seen getting really big, and it does seem like it consists of just 2 people. But upon taking a look at their channel, it looks like they are just making MrBeast type content as well. Super hyper clickbait videos, and these guys are getting over 100 million subscribers that way. So the MrBeastification of the website is very, very well into effect, and the most successful videos consist of these hyper colorful thumbnails where extreme stuff happens. Like, yeah, I'm sure this 10-year-old definitely just went ahead and stabbed him with a butcher knife, and I'm sure he actually just chainsawed these 2 conjoined twins in half. Obviously, it's all clickbait garbage, but this is what YouTube consists of nowadays, and this is why people are saying that YouTube doesn't feel like YouTube anymore. And another thing that I'm sure that a lot of avid YouTube viewers can agree on is a lot of the most subscribed channels in the world, I feel like I've never even heard of them before. Yes, I understand that there's an entire world out there. YouTube is a huge website. You can't keep an eye on all the content out there. But for example, the Stokes twins, which I was just showing you guys, I haven't even heard of this channel until they hit like 100 million subscribers. And that's because I'm going to assume the vast majority of their fan base are all children, which is what I wanted to get to now. So now we're gonna actually do a little bit of a statistic here with the top 20, and let's go ahead and actually calculate which of the top 20 channels in the world right now are actually just real YouTubers doing their own thing, as opposed to a company, corporation, brand, or some sort of kids channel. So I've heard of this Kim Pro channel recently as well. They have famously, or I guess I should say infamously, passed PewDiePie on the list of the top 10 most subscribed YouTubers. And as you can see, they're shorts merchants. So they just make a bunch of YouTube shorts and they're able to get their audience and revenue that way. But from the videos themselves, it actually doesn't seem like it's super high production value. It actually does seem a little bit more down to earth, a little bit more YouTube style. So I will give these guys the benefit of the doubt and include them in the real YouTuber section. Like I said, I haven't seen a bunch of their content, but just for argument's sake, we'll keep them in the list. Now, back in the day, I would have included MrBeast as well, but as you can see, he is a huge corporation and brand now. I mean, he's making his own theme parks, having his own Netflix shows and everything like that. So he's going to go into the corporation and brand section for sure. And even when I went down further in the list of the top 20, like for example, I've never heard of this channel before. It is again, another MrBeastification type content, super colorful thumbnail, super high clickbait. And it's just like, okay, well, I guess this is what YouTube has become now. You'll notice that a lot of these really highly subscribed channels that it seems like no one's really heard of before, a lot of them really do follow this same exact principle of what MrBeast does in his thumbnails. I mean, this is what YouTube has become. So even with these types of channels, even if they necessarily aren't a company or a corporation, I'm going to include them in that section. I know I said I wouldn't, but you know, it's my goddamn video, so I'm going to do it. But yeah, so in the entire list, I only see PewDiePie. We'll throw Kim Pro in there as well. Why not? It seems like it's not super highly produced content. And then I was going to throw in this Alan's Universe person in here, but once again, it's the MrBeast type of content, which brings the grand total of the top 20 most subscribed YouTubers. Which ones of them are actual content creators doing their own thing? It's only two, PewDiePie and Kim Pro. Think about that. Let that sink in. That is actually crazy, and this is only going to get worse. I'm gonna sound like Bardock from Dragon Ball Z because I'm always trying to start some sort of mutiny or something, but really, just think about it for a second, right? We as YouTubers, we as content creators, even if some of us are shitty content creators like me, we have lost control of this website. YouTube is not about the people anymore. It's not about the actual creators. It's about companies. It's about corporations. It's about the MrBeastification of content. So I'm not going to sit here and do what I usually do and bitch and don't offer a solution. I actually do have a solution for you guys. Please support real content creators. That's all I can say. It doesn't have to be me. It can be whatever type of YouTuber that you guys like, but please actually support real content creators over companies and corporations, because if we don't, we are really going to lose this website to all these companies, and we kind of already have. But I know 2026 is the year that everyone's talking about the great meme reset and bringing things back to the good old days like 2015, 2016, around that time, right? We're talking about the fact that the AI bubble is going to pop and everyone's really excited for that. I mean, shit, look at this chart in 2016. A lot of these companies and corporations, they were still not even able to sniff PewDiePie's ass at the time. But now most of them have completely overtaken him. And regardless of whether you like PewDiePie or not, based on his old controversies and stuff like that, at least he was a real YouTuber, someone that actually started off YouTube, filming those videos in his bedroom, humble beginnings and everything. It wasn't just a company that got jump started and just started gaining subscribers rapidly. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling. I just wanted to make sure that we talk about the fact that we are kind of losing YouTube to these companies and corporations, and it would be awesome if we could all work together to take YouTube back. So like I said, what can we do? Just support your favorite content creators that are actually real content creators. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.